Assalamualaikum. So today I would like to present my paper titled The Using of Data Modeler for Creating ERD in Database Design Course. So a little bit about me, myself as a presenter. So I am Puan Anisah binti Mohd Saad, lecturer from ICT Department Politeknik Ungku Omar, Ipoh, Perak. Okay, so let's move on to the abstract. So this study aims to look at the use of Oracle Data Modeler as a tool used for development of an ERD. Method and procedures to use Oracle Data Modeler in order to create logical model are also refined in this study. So this data modeling developed by Oracle Corporation provide practical explanations and references that can change the way data modeling is taught in the classroom. So the tools provided by Oracle Data Modeler are better and easier to use in order to produce the logical and physical structure of a database. This tool was shared among lecturers and students through sharing and transfer knowledge course, and the respondent gave reflections on this tool. So as a result, most respondents gave positive responses to the using of data modeler in terms of several aspects, such as reactions of teaching and learning, impact in terms of skills, and also to the organization. By using Oracle Data Modeler, students were able to implement correctly the creation of logical and physical model in the database design. For introduction, so database design actually is a compulsory course. DFC 20123 is a compulsory course taken by students majoring in diploma in information technology, digital technology for Politeknik Malaysia. Students implement their database design by creating a logical database design using ERD and physical database using SQL, structured query language. So in this course, students will be exposed to the basic concepts of database development, which is data modeling before developing a database. So students might have a great basic on data modeling concept, techniques and tools used. So student will be try to model the data before try to develop their database. So data modeling involves building an entity relationship diagram, ERD, unified modeling language, UML, and others that describe the entire data and the relationship between the data before developing the database. So let's look at the diagram. This is how the database life cycle, which is before we are creating the database design, we have to do the data modeling. Okay, currently for data modeling in the class, students and lecturers don't have any specific tools to use for data modeling. Okay, certain students use only Microsoft Word, certain students use Microsoft Access to model their data. Okay, so now I would like to introduce the Oracle Data Modeler when they are try to model their data, which is I think this tool is quite easier to use. Okay, and also can give the better experience for them to draw the ERD. Okay, for study aims is to look at the use of Oracle Data Modeler as a tool used for development of an ERD, and the second one is to observe the feedback or reflection of using data modeler from participants in terms of reactions of teaching and learning, and also impact on their skills. Okay, a little bit introduction about Oracle Data Modeler. Actually, Oracle Data Modeler is tools provided by the Oracle Corporation. It is a free and stand-alone tools. Okay, meaning that we are free to download and use the data modeler. Okay, and then full spectrum of data and database modeling tools and utilities. So we can use data modeler to create ERD, relational data type, and so on. Okay, Oracle Data Modeler also support forward and reverse engineering, which is we can generate the DDL code. Also can import from and export to function. Okay, and this tool also can connect to any supported Oracle databases, and it is a platform independent. Okay, now let's look at the methodology. The first part is I share how to use the Oracle Data Modeler, and then the second part I share the study or the reflection from the students and lecturers when they are using the Oracle Data Modeler. Okay, so at first Oracle Data Modeler, we can divide it into two types of explanation, which is about logical model and physical model. For logical model, it includes the process of creating entities, define attributes for entities, set the domain, keys of the attributes, the relationship and cardinalities between entities. For physical model, is a specific model that represents relational data objects, for example, tables, columns, primary and foreign key, and also their relationship, which can be used to generate DDL statements. Okay, this is the methodology how I use the Oracle Data Modeler to creating ERD, starting from create domain. So in when we create domain, actually we focus on several data type that can share or have possibilities to share a same definition. So we can set the domain setting, which is it can be used later to specify data types for attributes when create the entities. Okay, and then we create the entity, which is entity normally are usually recognizable concept at the concrete or abstract such as person, places, things, or any things which is relevant to the database. And for this example, I use, let's say I develop one entity named books. Okay, and create attributes. Attributes are usually characteristics that represent the entity. And for this example, I choose book ID and book name as an attribute for entity books. Create relationship. So relationship is how one entity have a connection with other entity. Create relationship is actually to show the relation between one entity with other entity. So normally it consists of more than one entities. Okay, relation show the relationship between entities, whether one-to-one relationship, one-to-many relationship, many-to-one relationship, or many-to-many relationship. Okay, and then after we create the relationship, actually we already completely finished creating the ERD, and our diagram will be look like this. And in this example, I have 3 entities: book, transaction, and patrons, and also the relation between each entities. Engineer to relational model. Oracle Data Modeler also have a function which is let user to engineer or transform it in our ERD into the relational model. So this is example for relational model, which is more similar to the database development, which is consists of tables, name, okay, attributes, and so on. And also by using Oracle Data Modeler, we can create a physical model, which is DDL statements, which is quite similar with the SQL statement, and we can use it as a coding to deploy our database server. Okay, now let's look at the method for reflections. So after the explanation on Oracle Data Modeler, so actually I do a little bit study or just to look at the reflections of my participants, okay, when they are using these tools. So in total, there are 118 participants involved in this study. So I involved 10 as comes from lecturers at the ICT department, okay, which is involved in teaching database, and the rest is 108 are the students from program diploma in information technology, digital technology, which is the students are currently studying in semester 2 and enroll for database design course. Okay, this is the procedures for method for reflections that I've done. So me as a trainer, I will expose the use of Oracle Data Modeler through short course. I name it as a knowledge sharing course to the lecturers. Okay, and then lecturers will do some sort of knowledge transfer to the respective students. Okay. Okay, and both of them, lecturers and students, both will be given a questionnaire, a set of question consists of 10 questions only to check direction of teaching and learning and also impact on skills after they explore the Oracle data modeler. Okay, for instruments, I prepared a set of questionnaires. Actually, it was given to 10 lecturers and 108 students from 3 classes. Okay, and focus to assess the level of understanding in teaching and learning, and also the skills improvement acquired from the Oracle data modeler tool. So this is instruments that I use in my study. So this a set of questionnaires consists of 10 questions, and I use 5 skills of set to check the performance of my participants. Okay, starting from 1 for strongly disagree until number 5 strongly agree. So as a result, data and results for lecturers' performance, area 1 reactions of teaching. Okay, on average 100% agreed and strongly agreed, which is they put the score 4 and 5, that the lesson learned from the course are important and provide the necessary knowledge while carrying out these tasks, and courses as well can increase existing knowledge while contributing to improve quality of work output. Okay, and then for area 2, impact in terms of skills, on average also 100% lecturers agree and strongly agree that this course provides the necessary skills, and the skills obtained can help them in solving problem and project development while working. The skills obtained also contribute to increase in work output. For students' performance, area 1 reactions of learning, on average 88.9% agree and strongly agree that the lesson learned from the course are important and provide the necessary knowledge while carrying out these tasks. So these tools can increase existing knowledge while contributing to the quality improvement in learning process. And for students' performance for area 2, impact to the skills, on average 90.4% agree and strongly agree that this course provides the necessary skills, and the skills obtained can help them in problem solving, project development and performance in their learning. So as a conclusion, Oracle Data Modeler is one of the powerful tools produced by Oracle Corporation to develop the logical model and physical model of a database. And most of the lecturers and students gave a positive reactions to the use of data modeler in teaching and learning process. And on average, 100% lecturers and 88.9% students agree and gave a positive reaction to the use of data modeler in teaching and learning process. Okay, and then on average, 100% lecturers and 90.4% students agree that the Oracle data modeler provides the necessary skills for them. Data modeler give positive impact on reaction of teaching and learning, improve lecturers and student skills, and help organization to involve in a new technologies in teaching and learning activities. That's all my presentation for today. Thank you.